ഇപ്പോൾ ഓണാണ്. ഹലോ. ഓക്കെ അല്ലേ? Honorable District Judge Srimati Sujata Madam, Honorable Additional District Judge Sri Ija Sir, Honorable CJM Sri Nitish Kumar Sir, respected judges of the Alappuzha District Center, Government Leader Sri Vidhu, respected senior advocates, my friends advocates, advocate clerks, staff members, family members of Advocate E. Jayadev, ladies and gentlemen. We have congregated this morning to remember and pay homage to Advocate E. Jayadev, a senior civil lawyer of Alappuzha Center, who left us to his heavenly abode on 31st January 2022. An early morning call from my friend Advocate Mohandas brought to my notice of the sad and untimely demise of Advocate E. Jayadev. Advocate E. Jayadev was born on 3761 as the fifth child of his parents, late Ilayunni Kaimal and late Lakshmi Kuttiamma of Lakshmi Mandiram, Talavadi. He had his schooling at Talavadi High School. After his pre-degree education at St. Aloysius College, Edattua, he took his degree in economics from NSS Hindu College, Changanasheri. He was a postgraduate degree holder in economics from the prestigious University of Kerala, Tirunelveli. After completing his post-graduation, Sri Jayadev joined the prestigious Law Academy, Law College, Tirunelveli for his degree in law and thereafter got enrolled as an advocate in the High Court of Kerala in the year 1989. Even though he started his practice at Tirunelveli, after a very short span, he shifted his practice to Alappuzha Center under the able guidance of the then doyen civil lawyer, Advocate Surendran Nair, who is also fondly known as Manisar. Under the fruitful guidance of Sri Surendran Nair sir, who was also his relative, Sri Jayadev blossomed into a reputed civil lawyer. During his career, he was appointed as the counsel by different firms such as Indian Overseas Bank, Dhanalakshmi Bank, Kerala State Udalma Devaswam, and almost all the general insurance companies, to name a few. He was appointed as a public notary and was in active practice before almost all courts of Alappuzha District Center. He was not keeping well in recent times and finally succumbed to his disease on 31st day of January 2022. His untimely demise is a personal loss to me, as he always treated me as a younger brother and was always there for me with any help or advice. As the entire members of the bar know, he was a straightforward man who expressed his feelings and opinions to all without causing any ill will. How can anybody forget that tall figure, always with a smile in his face, walking through the corridors of District Court Alappuzha? Apart from being a reputed lawyer, he was very active in various social fields also. At the time of his demise, he was the president of Naduvile Muri NSS Karyogam and Thrikkayil Narasimhamurthy Temple, Talavadi. For long years, he was a member of NSS Prathinidhi Sabha, Changanasheri. He adorned the position of honorary librarian of the Alappuzha Bar Association, and for many times he acted as a member of the executive committee of our association. Advocate E. Jayadev is survived by his wife, Mrs. Srigala, who is a housewife. Death leaves a heartache no one can heal. Love leaves a memory no one can steal. Advocate Jayadev will live in the memories of his dear and never near forever. All the advocates of Alappuzha Bar Association join me in conveying our heartfelt condolences to the bereaved family. We pray that the Almighty shall give strength to his dear and near ones to bear the pain. May his soul rest in peace.
Respected District Judge Sujata Madam, respected Additional District Judge Vidya Sir, respected Chief Judicial Magistrate Nitish Kumar Sir, and all other judicial officers of Alappuzha Center, Respected President of Bar Association, Jayadev sir, Secretary Abhilash, senior members of this bar, my colleagues, advocate clerks, staffs, ladies and gentlemen. Yet another gentleman of this bar is gone behind the veil. Sri Jayadev, who started practice in Alapura bar as the junior of the then doyen, Sri Surendran Nair sir. And when I came here in the year 1996 as a raw junior of this bar, from that time onwards, I know Sri Jayadev sir. Because of so many reasons, especially my seniors, Mr. P. Umashankar and G. Harigomar. They were closely associated with Sri Jayadev. And as Mr. Jayadev was coming from Talavadi, a remote area of this, because at that time this Tagadi bridge was not opened. And he stayed here a long while in a lodge, as there was no frequent bus service to that area. And at that time, Sri Harigomar and Umashankar joined with him. And that is only for making some funny stories about him. And which made some, we consider him as a hero through that stories. Because on the very next day, it was circulated among advocates. And he became the hero of that stories. I am fully agreeing with the good words that is spoken by the president of this bar about him. He was 100% gentleman. He conducted so many cases, and I happened to see the such occasions also. He was very, very honest. He was very gentle to the bar as well as to the court, and he had so many cases. As after joining with Sri Surendran Nair sir, he started practice immediately, and so many civil cases he has conducted, and he was the advisor to so many banking institutions. And thereafter, a tour company was also here under the leadership of Sri Advocate B. Shivadas. He was also an active participant in that company. And all the stories, all the funny stories that is created about him, he enjoyed a lot. He faced all these stories with a gentle smile. That shows that he is a man of such a nature. In his every walk and talk, that gentleness he kept. I have only some sweet memories about him. And at last he was not in good health. And he was coming to office also at that time for a short period. Of course, death is an uninvited guest that may visit anyone's home at any time. I'm sure that he left this worldly abode, and there is a place in heaven, because what are the acts, deeds, and the behavior of Sri Jayadev was such a nature. May his soul rest in peace.
Bar Association President Mr. Jayakumar, plainer prosecutors, advocates, advocate clerks, staff, ladies and gentlemen. Today, we have assembled here to mourn the sad demise of one of the members of this bar, Advocate Sri E. Jayadev. It is learned that he started practice in the year 1989. For a considerable period of time, he was the executive member of Alapi Bar Association, and once he even held the position of the honorary librarian of the Bar Association. He was an efficient lawyer. He had held many remarkable positions in the society, and he is survived by his wife, Srimati Srikala. The death of Advocate Sri E. Jayadev is a big loss to the legal fraternity and undoubtedly a huge loss to his friends and well-wishers. On this occasion, I may say that we also associate with the heartfelt sorrows of the bereaved family. The President of the Bar Association is hereby requested to inform our deepest condolences to the bereaved family. I pray to the Almighty that his soul may rest in peace. As a mark of respect to the departed soul, we shall observe 2 minutes silence standing. Functioning of all the courts in this district center is suspended for half an hour.